Bonjour tout le monde. C'est samedi aujourd'hui et je peux jouer encore un peu de Pokémon X. Donc, on va jouer. Alright, what do I have on this team? I'm back from NARC recording hiatus. This is going to sound weird when this goes public a week after the last one with no interruption, but you know by now I'm recording these well in advance, and it's been a while for me. So we've got Shockproof the Lantern with a Careful Nature, unfortunately, and a moveset of Surf, Thunderwave, Thunderbolt, Charge Beam. We got Cake, the strongest Swirlix in the world, with Play Rough, Surf, Thunderbolt, and Energy Ball. That's pretty good. And we got some fodder. We got Shooty the Clauncher, Smile the Mantike, and Sneaky the Horsey. I think there will only be one encounter in this episode, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's find out. Say hi to these two before we go. I'm a pretty amazing Pokemon trainer. I agree. Okay. Wait, what did he just say? I'm not trying to make myself stronger. All I'm trying to do is enjoy every day to the fullest with my Pokemon while doing the science that I love with my inventing. You know, when I say that out loud, it's not as convoluted as I thought at first, but you can make that catchier. Anyway, I feel like I haven't been talking to these guys. What does this guy say? Carve my name in the mysterious-looking statues. Why are they mysterious? You work here. You could explain them. Alright. Hello there. I wanted to talk to you for a little bit. Could you come to Lysander Cafe? Sure. I'd love to go to Lysander Cafe. Yeah, I know where it is. It's pretty easy. It's the Red Cafe, yes. Sure is. Alright. Well, let's go do it. Should probably heal my Pokemon first, just so I don't forget. Actually just recorded a whole other video right before this that's a little longer than I thought it was going to be. But I think this will probably be a relatively short episode for this series. There's not a whole lot between here and the next gym. Hello, Team Flare Grunt, who's just kind of standing around. Hello, Lysander. Over here. I was just having a conversation with Lysander about Mega Evolution. I would like to congratulate you as well. Mega Evolution is something I, too, would like to be able to use. I'm sure you'll get your chance, buddy. Lysander himself is of royal ancestry. He truly is a chosen one. True, I'm a descendant of the king's younger brother. That being said, that story is 3,000 years old, so it might not be entirely reliable. By the way, X, you know where the Holocaster is made? Yes. Right behind that cabinet over there. In fact, that's right, they're made in Lysander's lab. Lysander is a great man. He supports trainers and Pokemon research with some of the profit from the Holocaster. People can be divided into two groups. Oh boy, here we go. Lysander is a great man. He's such a philanthropist, and then he's just going to say some crazy stuff. Those who give, and those who take. It's just as how the Kalos region's two legendary Pokemon gave life and took life. I want to be the kind of person who gives. But in this world, some foolish humans exist who would show their strength by taking what isn't theirs. They're tearing me apart, X! Well, he actually said they're filth, but he put a lot of emphasis on it. Long, long ago, the King of Kalos sought to take everything for his own, and he created a terrible weapon. Then the fire of destruction was unleashed. That is the legend that has been passed down. Kalos is beautiful right now. There will be no foolish actions if the number of people in Pokemon do not increase. That being said, the future isn't decided. You can't be sure each day will be like the one before. He's right, but he's taken the wrong lesson from it. What the King of Kalos did was reprehensible, but the ultimate weapon did manage to wash the world clean of that era's filth. Also, I want to be very clear, he's right about how, like, things change all the time, and one day is not the same as the last. He's not right about how, like, the population had better not ever increase or any of that stuff. Anyway, he gave me a King's Rock, so he's probably a good guy. Thank you for listening. Take that as an apology for my taking up your time. Yeah, never mind. Lysander's fine. He gave me a King's Rock. A bad guy wouldn't do that. He's just a passionate person, like a blazing flame. Perhaps his pride in his lineage is what makes him burn so intensely. See? Right? Sycamore gets it. That being said, what Lysander says is only one way of looking at things. It's not necessarily the truth. X. What's truly important is the time you spend together with others. Treasure those moments spent traveling the Kalos region with your Pokemon. Okay. Get away from that mysterious furniture in a second, but I want to check my settings first. Looks like things are fine. And I wrote down a note last time I recorded. I don't know how far in my notes app I'm going to have to go because of that little hiatus there, but there's something I wanted to check before leaving the city. Bleu Plaza alley toward Boulevard. Right. I thought one of those trainers might appear, like that I could battle, might appear there again. I now think that probably actually they just move around the city and it's not a timed thing or anything, but we'll go check the spot out anyway. If you saw the last one, hopefully you remember what I'm talking about. Anyway. You might have a fresher memory of it than me. Anyway, hi Trevor. Hello, how have you been? I just wanted to let you know we're all going to meet on Route 14. Please come and join us. Okay, thanks Trevor. I don't think the rivals in this game are as bad as people say, and I think they partly have to be interpreted as a group, and not just individuals. But Trevor definitely has the least personality. I guess it's not the worst thing when the others have a little more, but I can see why some people are underwhelmed by this group. I feel like at this point, once the playthrough is over, I'll do like a final thoughts video where I kind of review the game. I'm gonna talk about stuff more there. Is this who I saw here? Oh yeah, this is the guy with the half-decent cooking. We fought this guy before. We'll fight him again. He should probably go work on his cooking instead of battling me in a dark alley all the time, but I mean, he can do what he wants. It's a free country. Free region. Let's just Thunderbolt this bird. Remember when I named this lantern Shockproof because I was manifesting before I checked that it would have Volt Absorb, and then it didn't have Volt Absorb? Oh, what can you do? Alright, so we fought that guy again. No way such half-decent skills will make anyone happy. I'm just trying to get better and I'll beat even you. Learn to cook! This guy is neglecting his job to have back alley battles, and he's like, why am I so bad at cooking? You know what? I believe he is. Okay, South Boulevard, but I want to get to North Boulevard and then Route 14. You know what I could do? We'll ride a goat again. I think I want to go west. I guess it doesn't really matter. But hey, what am I going to turn down a chance to ride a goat? Oh. Alright, well that wasn't super worthwhile. But I rode a goat, so it was. But that was a little anticlimactic. Guess I should have ridden it eastward. Anyway. Just gonna look for the Route 14 gate here. Remember when the taxis weren't going because there was a blackout in part of the city? They just couldn't drive anywhere? What a time that was. Here we go. Gate has the number 14 carved into it. That's how you know. Cafes sure are strange places, don't you think? Well, the ones in this region are. We saw some interesting cafes last episode. People sitting in the cafe watch the people who walk past. The people who walk past watch the people who are sitting in the cafe. I'm gonna go spend some time in a cafe tomorrow, I think. And you know what? I'll do just that. I'll watch people walk past. Greetings, sir. And I'll think about how strange it is. Everyone's been waiting. Okay, sure. Now we're on this route. Laverre Nature Trail. It's not a bad route. Which is good, because it's the only one before the next gym. What's up, Trevor? Oh, hi, Big X. We're just comparing how complete our Pokedexes are. One, of course, the Pokedex. I don't like it when everyone does the same thing anyway. See, Serena gets it. You know, now that I'm slowing down and paying... I mean, I was paying some attention on first playthrough. I'm not one of those people who just mash A through the whole thing on the first playthrough. I'm interested in the story of a Pokemon game, even if it's not always that great. But now that I'm paying more attention than I did even then, this game really kind of smacks you in the face with some of its themes sometimes, which is fine. I feel like a lot of people missed what was going on anyway. I think I did to an extent. Anyway, let's compare how many Pokemon we've seen, just like we always do. I bet I've seen more, Trevor. Challenging me to his own kind of Pokemon battle. That's one thing that's kind of cool about Trevor. He's only interested in that one competition. Gives him his own niche. Anyway, I've rambled about this stuff before already, and I'll ramble about it again at the end of the series. You get the idea. Oh, you've seen Gible 2, Big X? I sure have. I hate that route, but it has cool Pokemon on it. Just knowing about the same Pokemon as someone else could sure make you happy. There are many different kinds of Pokemon in Kalos. Now it's my turn. Let's have a Pokemon battle. Oh, you hear the music change there? Serena is not messing around. Her Meowstic. Probably just still doesn't have a very good set. And that's certainly what I'm going to hope as I fight it with this Lantern. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt because it's just as strong as Surf and has the Para Chance. I guess I could Thunder Wave it. That didn't do much. I'm actually going to hard swap to Cake. I do want to get more experience on Shockproof, but with the light screen up, let's just play rough this cat. Classic dog versus cat battle here. Probably take that Psychic pretty well. Oh yeah. And I'm actually more of a cat person in real life, but let's go ahead and have the dog win this one easily. Okay, we missed the first play rough. But she switched to Disarming Voice for some reason. There's lots of opportunities to land another one. Yep. Oh! Didn't KO. We can finish it with a Surf now. And score one for dog people. Temporarily switching sides because the Nuzlocke made me. Anyway. What's next, Serena? Is it what I think it is? Yep, Absol. I might have taken a recording hiatus, but I do remember that this Pokemon is the enemy, so let's go ahead and get rid of it. Serena is really rubbing some early Nuzlocke deaths in my face by carrying an Absol around. She's nice on the outside, but deep down she's a bully, and that's the proof. And here's her Greninja. We'll just play rough that as well. It goes for Quick Attack for some reason. You'd think it would have a better move than that in this Swirlix, like maybe Water Shuriken. But okay, goodbye Greninja. And GG, Serena. I really enjoy battling with you, but I'm getting tired of losing every time. Well... get rid of that Absol and maybe we can have a friendlier, less intense rivalry. As it is, that was a really intense battle. Wow! Tono is watching. Tierno is at the Fighting Dojo. Is that a place that I found? I don't think it is. Really? The Fighting Dojo? Oh, here he is. He's having so much fun with the sparring dance, I totally lost track of time. And Tierno is such a simple character. Kind of like Trevor, but gotta love the guy. He found a good Pokemon for his dance team? He sure has. He's close to his ideal team. But now let's go to the Scary House by Laverre City. Serena doesn't want to join. She's sure it's just a rumor, but she wants to spend some time with her Pokemon. Alright. Okay, bye. Hey, we can hang out as a group, but that doesn't mean that we can't split off and do our own thing sometimes. Good, healthy friend group dynamic there. As in this group that, again, represents different ways of playing the game. You get it, I've harped on it a lot, and I will again. John is a little bummed, though. Fair enough. Why are you traveling, X? Everyone is working really hard at what they want to do. But I'm just all about memories. I'm just kind of goofing around. That's okay. Just kidding. Okay. Don't worry, Shauna. There are so many right ways to play Pokemon. You're doing just fine. Okay, those benches don't have any interesting camera angles or anything. Can I sit on the swings? Apparently not, but I know that I can do this. Yeah, nice little playground here. Really sure how I'm roller skating up the stairs, but it's fine. We'll go with that. There's a rare candy. And now we head into some thick, spooky woods. They look very two-dimensional here, but it's still, it's pretty decent route design. I like it. Okay, do I want to get my encounter in the grass or the water? I'm inclined to say the grass because I have so many water types already. The water could give me a Goomy, but it also could give me a water type. Let's just do the grass. And here it is already. A Carnivine? Alright, sure. Hey, it gives my team a layer that it doesn't have right now. How do I weaken it? I'll try a Surf. With the Rain Boost, it'll probably do respectable damage. Okay, yeah, I think it'll take one more of those. Now how do I take this Vine Whip? Pretty well, actually. I'm not that confident that it takes another Surf. I'll Thunder Wave it, and then I'll probably go for Thunderbolt. And start throwing balls from there. Actually, I might want to switch this Lantern out now. I'll switch to Cake and just see how easily I can catch the Carnivine from this kind of HP. Hopefully that'll work out. Feint Attack. That's not going to do much. It's so weird that they, after literal years of FAINT attack, they corrected the spelling all of a sudden. I don't know why you bother at that point. But I guess now it's had the correct spelling for years, so that's all relative. Anyway, caught a Carnivine. I don't know what to name it. Well, I got names like Shooty and Sneaky on the team right now, so maybe I just name this Bitey or something. It attracts prey with its sweet-smelling saliva, then chomps down. It takes a whole day to eat prey. It's a slow eater like me. I kind of want to name it Savor, because it savors its meals. Maybe that's kind of weird, but hey, it's my playthrough. Savor it is. And we'll go heal it immediately. And then come back to this spooky route. Got a grass type. Not a bad thing to have. Of course, I got some grass coverage on my team already. Well, really, I just have Energy Ball on the Swirlix. But yeah, this is good. This is the beginning of another rebuild that will hopefully not end in disaster this time. I have a full team of 6 right now, don't I? But most of them are just kind of hangers on. But I do want to train Savor. So I'll move it to the front. What item do I have on Shockproof right now? Zap Plate. Okay. Let's see what I can do with Savor. I was just checking whether that would be a useful item for Savor, but it isn't. Oh, I have a Miracle Seed. Go ahead and use that. You can learn Infestation, Thief, which is just the same power as Feint Attack, without the effect. Infestation might be worth it for a while. Let's see what moves we have. Vine Whip, Sweet Scent, Ingrain, Feint Attack. I'll drop Sweet Scent for Infestation. I'm okay with that. Hopefully we'll get some better moves soon, though. And I'm pretty sure Carnivine can only have Levitate. And this one does have Levitate, so that checks out. Okay. One route to get through. And hey, we gotta go be scared at that scary house. I'm sure it's very scary. Because it's advertised as a scary house. They wouldn't call it a scary house if it weren't scary, would they? Must be scary. Then we get to Laverre City, which is itself a bit of a scary place in some ways. Okay. Got a repel here. I have a bunch of super repels, don't I? Yeah, I usually do. Let's see what's over here first. Item. Cleanse tag. What does that do? Keep wild Pokemon away, I think? Reminds me, it is kind of nice that I have Savor in the lead spot now, so Oh, there's a Goomy. Could have had one. Have I gone for a water encounter? Anyway, I don't have a Pokemon with Illuminate in the lead spot. On the other hand, Shockproof being at a higher level, the Repel might be more effective if it were in the lead. But, oh well. Advanced tips. A Pokemon with the Scrappy ability can hit a Ghost type with Fighting or Normal type moves. Are there gravestones just hanging out in this forest? Well, that's how you sell that it's scary, I guess. I'm glad my encounter wasn't a Shelmet. That would definitely not have been ideal. I think going for the grass was probably the best call. Anyway. Are you a trainer? Yes. Look what I found, it's a trainer. I could say the same thing. Melina. Your Arbok. Okay, probably want to try to beat this with Shockproof. I would say definitely not with Saber. Being 5 levels lower in a grass type and not that strong. And Intimidated when my best attack into this is the physical no stab feint attack. No stab, but correct spelling. Okay, she's going to be annoying with Stockpile, but let's just try to overpower it. Rain Boosted Surf. What's more to say about this? One more should do it, even after the Swallow, because it'll lose its special defense boosts. Let's see. Goodbye. And then what's our other Pokemon? A Pyroar. Well, this is not the right environment for that. Okay. Did some damage, but this is going to do some damage back. Goodbye. Maybe I'll try mimicking Arbok's dig move and create a hideout around here. I mean, if this is where you want to spend a bunch of your time, knock yourself out. Quagsire is a cool Pokemon, but I don't think it would have been the right encounter. I will try to beat it up with Vine Whip, just to get some experience on Saber. Pick on that double weakness while it's in front of me. Yeah, goodbye. Not very much experience, but hey, it's non-zero. Didn't cost much to get it. Into the bog. But I can sell that big mushroom later. So that's worth it, right? Another Shelmet. I want to check actually. Vine Whip has like 10 PP in the early games, I think. Okay, it's 25 here. I remember playing like Gen 1 and finding it kind of weird how quickly my Bulbasaur would run out of Vine Whips when it's such a weak attack. Feel shame is to be alive. In attempt to never forget that, I battle against trainers like you. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? Are you ashamed because you're just really bad at battling? What? I don't even know. Maybe I'm just tired, but that quote makes no sense to me. But hey, I'll show him some shame. Oh, you got a cute little round Gen 6 Pokemon? Well, I've got just the answer to that. Please don't paralyze me. Okay, you should be ashamed of that, for sure. I hope you're feeling lots of shame, and therefore very alive. We missed the second player off already this video. Come on, Cake. You can do better than this. Is it full para now? Yeah, called it. Come on, Cake. They're taunting us now. They're using max HP Flail, but it doesn't matter because we can't land a Play Rough. Now you can get an accuracy drop. You gonna get an accuracy drop? Yep. He got the drop. Well, we finally land a Play Rough. And I hope this guy feels a lot of shame after the way that battle went. Right, Nash? What incredible power. I feel something awakening inside me. Yeah, exactly. That's how it should be. After that battle. Do I have a paralyzed heal? Oh, full heal. No paralyzed heal. Perhaps. Perhaps I should engage with more living, breathing people. Nature and change. Evolving? Forget the scary house. This guy creeps me out more than anything else here. Get away from me! I've known forever, since my previous life, that we would meet here today and face off. Listen to this music. Anyway, creepy forest, gravestones. That guy who's like, maybe I should interact with more living people. What a place! Wick. I almost want to just feint attack it in the rain. Not too worried about a fire attack coming back, but I don't want to activate Flame Body, so I'll just swap to Shockproof. This Hex. It's fine. Yeah, it doesn't do much. You can have a Surf. Trees look different in the battle background, don't they? They have a different shape, I think. We'll see in a moment. Look at this Haunter pretty easily. Too bad it won't be raining inside the gym. Hey, nice level up for Shockproof. I lost? I lost? What wizardry is this? Did you somehow rewrite the laws of causality? I know this is a creepy route, but what is with these people? Yeah, the trees look very different in the battle background. They're like rounder and not as ominous. The fate dictates, then I shall obey. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna move on and never think about that character again, and most players never even listen to her dialogue, and she's like... To her, that was a fated showdown with a shock ending. Yeah, the trees are definitely much less spooky in battle. But hey, they deliver the swampiness of the area, at least. If I happen to run into another Quagsire, I'll get a level up right there. Might do battle this trainer first, though. Let's see. Stunfisk! I did think of that earlier, but I couldn't remember for sure whether it's on this route. Stunfisk would have been cool to have. But I'm happy with my Carnivine. I'm one with nature to understand how Pokemon truly feel. Alright, well this guy is immediately by far the least creepy person out here. So that's good. Happy to be battling Reed and not one of those other weirdos. And we can give Saber some proper trainer battle experience against this Poliwhirl. Please don't paralyze me. Yeah, I knew. Come on, Saber, I'll give you one more chance before I swap to Shockproof. Actually, it's Gen 6. Shockproof can't even be paralyzed. So yeah, that'll be the play if I have to. Okay, Saber, if you land this Vine Whip, you get to knock out this Poliwhirl. If not, I'm switching you out. Come on. No! Full para. You know, Pokemon are not handling this route very well. Hope they're just a little creeped out. And it's not that my team sucks or something. Can't paralyze me now, though. Yeah, get out of here. I thought about going for Charge Beam, but I want to make sure I get this KO. As, ooh, Shockproof is knocked to low HP. Sure would have been nice if I had a Grass type to take care of this Poliwhirl, huh? At least Saber gets a level up. Can learn Leaf Tornado, that might be worth it. Don't get to see my guy's stats, huh? But I think Carnivine has fairly even stats. And Leaf Tornado is stronger than Vine Whip. I'm gonna get rid of Ingrain and keep both for now. I don't think I'm ever using Ingrain. Now, for this Fracture, I think I'm just gonna have to switch to Cake and not risk Shockproof's life. So, Cake saves the day again. Kind of the theme of the playthrough. Oh, Dragon Dance, huh? Well, unfortunately, missing play rough is kind of the theme of this episode, but if I don't do that, the Dragon Dance is not going to help you very much. Taunt is definitely not going to help you, because this Swirlix only knows violence. Yeah, and it starts like that. And what else have you got in the back? Loudred. Well, I have something for that too. Yeah. Yeah, goodbye. What amazing power. Do you understand how Pokemon feel? I understand how this Swirlix feels. It only knows violence, like I said. I'm gonna switch Shockproof for the front for now, and I'm gonna run back and heal, because 2 of the 3 Pokemon that I'm actually using in battles are pretty low right now. One's paralyzed. So we'll go do the healing run. It's a little funny, the juxtaposition between the big shining city and then that route immediately outside. Interesting layout to this region for sure. But with that done, let's just get right back out there with Savor at the front of the party again. Oh, let's actually check Saber's stats. Okay, attack is actually 15 points higher than special attack. I thought I vaguely remembered that Carnivine had them fairly even, but let's be honest, I don't know Carnivine's stats. Well, that's okay. We have Leaf, Whip, and Vine Tornado to use situationally. And we'll probably, hopefully, I would assume, get some stronger grass attacks down the line. Okay, let's zoom past that guy. Don't want to know what kind of people he's talking to if talking to people who are alive is a big personal development for him. Hey, look at that mirror match, but we're not going to fight it. Could actually, could just spam Infestation into that. But no. Alright, let's go get this item. Pulled a Hyper Potion out of the swamp water. Might need that to heal myself after that. Not like my character's wearing gloves. This person give me a TM or something? Can't help. When I look at the swamp, I can't help but think of poison. I'm sorry. That really wasn't a very interesting thing to say. Here, take this as an apology. It's the toxic TM. I don't know. I think that was an interesting thing to say. I don't think that was the problem with it. Okay, and she even mentions that toxic always hits when it's used by a poison type, which I think might also have been a new thing this generation. Let's see what a surf encounter could have been. Another Goomy. That's nice. So many gravestones in this forest. At least that's what they look like. Got a damp rock. I do like sort of the little animation of the water going over the item ball. That is a nice touch on this route. Of course, can't see it right now. There's another Quagsire to bully. Not out of any bad feelings toward Quagsire. It's just such an easy target for a little bit of cheap experience. Quagsire is cool. It's just not on my team, and Carnivine is. Oh, and here's a fairy tale girl. Speaking of creepy trainers. Do you like fairy tales or reality more? Oh, I can't wait to find out what you're gonna say to that after the battle, Imogen. But hey, let's see if Saber can beat this Floette. I think it's totally plausible. Let's go for a Vine Whip. Good damage, good damage. She goes for Wish, but unless she has Protect, that's not going to help her. Yeah, goodbye. Who's next? A Slurpuff. Why would you evolve it? It's so good unevolved. In fact, I think I might be motivated to prove that. If that was a crit, probably want to bail saver out of this one. Alright, big Ash's Pikachu battling any Raichu ever moment here. Gotta land our play rough, which we do, and it's gone. Saber levels up. I wish I could live inside of a fairy tale. Okay, let's see what she says next. Can't wait to read the rest of Chantal's latest novel. Okay. Nice callback to Unova, and in this forest of all places, least creepy fairy tale girl in the series. Hey, giving me some relief after that super weird pair of trainers back there. I really don't want to teach Cut to something, but let's see if I can. I could teach Cut to Shooty. Yeah, I'll delete Flail for Cut, that's fine. Can always go find the move deleter if Shooty becomes a core member of the team later. I do want to see what's through here. Will-O-Wisp TM. Not useful to me right now, but not a bad TM. I definitely taught that to my Delphox in my first playthrough, I think. And it came in clutch sometimes. Come on, this way. Alright, now this is a super memorable part of this game. I've never forgotten this. So this is the house. And by the way, it's the dead of night right now as I'm recording, and I'm alone in my apartment. It is itself pretty dark. So what better time to go into a scary house? It is a scary house, confirmed. You're going inside? Are you all serious? Tierno, what did you think this was? Going without Serena. Look at that little twirl that Shauna does there. In we go. Ready to get scared? Let's get started then. It was a dark and stormy night many years ago. Lost, I arrived at this house and went inside. The lights would not turn on, so I fearfully looked around the house. Eventually I made my way into the kitchen. There was no sign of anyone being there. Found the fridge, and when I opened it, a faint light leaked out. I could finally make out my surroundings. Look at this camera. And I saw the faint outline of a man huddling in the corner of the room. I tried to tell him that I was lost, and I was hoping he'd let me stay until morning. When I approached him, the man suddenly screamed, "Stay back!" The camera seems to have stopped getting any closer, by the way. I apologized and continued to plead my case. "Please, can't you help me?" "I'm not talking to you," he shouted. I looked at the man in surprise. When I did this, the man asked me, "Can't you see them? Behind you?" "A horde of faceless men!" Now then, since I've told you a wonderful story that will always haunt you, would you be so kind as to tip me? If you don't, you might see something really scary. You're charging us? Even haunted houses aren't free, you know. I will absolutely tip the heck out of this guy. I'm not kidding. That is one of the most memorable parts of a playthrough of this game to me. I mean, it's a nice little bait and switch with the story being kind of lame, but it definitely adds a bit of fun to this game. Sheesh, let's get out of here. Huh? Is it over already? I wasn't really listening. Trevor's like, was the story really true? I don't think Shauna tipped that guy. I don't think Tierno tripped. I think I tipped for all of us there. Guess it really was a scary house in a way. Scary to her wallet? Is that what you're saying, Shauna? Well, I know you wanted to go camping, and that was kind of like camping, I guess. People usually tell scary stories by the campfire, right? Had enough of dark places and scary things. I'd rather rehearse my dances. See you all later. Guess I'll go to Laverre City. Yeah. I really do enjoy the scary house. She just says the same thing again. Let's see if this guy will say anything. There is no music in the house. Even now. Go back in. Some things are best left unknown. The truth is best carried to the grave. I don't know what he means by that. Was there more to the story than he told us? Brimming with all sorts of Pokemon novelties. I don't actually think I'm going to find some secret in here, don't worry. Oops. Accidentally watched TV. I mean, I intentionally watched TV, but I didn't know I'd actually be able to watch it. Nope. Wait, what did he say? Are these books for Pokemon to read? Well, don't ask me. Okay. There's no music in this house. Everything appears to be arranged in a very orderly fashion. Some things are best left unknown. Okay, cool. Bye. Enjoy my money. Shauna's gone. Guess she went to Laverre City. Or maybe a horde of faceless men got her. Eh. Probably one or the other. There's an item down here. Spell tag. Don't have any ghost attacks to power up though. What's this gonna be? Now that's who should really be scared around here. I could almost swear the game made a weird noise in that battle. Maybe the scary story is getting in my head. But hey, here's Laverre City. Boing boing. Here, you can have this TM I found. Torment. Okay, gonna need to explain that first thing he said to me, buddy. What does the name Torment mean anyway? Trying to figure it out is driving me crazy. He's being tormented. I don't know why he said boing boing though. After an Arbok uses shed skin, I collect its discarded skin to make wallets. That's cool. You know some Pokemon can use shed skin to heal status conditions? My dad's older brother, that's my uncle, you know, lives in the Hoenn region. Okay. Interconnected world. I'm Gaddy. I have a scintillating story for you. Would you like to hear my story? Sure, it's a storytelling episode, I guess. A premier ball makes every battle sunny, don't you agree? That's not a story. Going back in the green... These aren't stories! I'll give you one more chance. But you're just making statements that are like vaguely almost poetic. I just said the same again. Okay. Well, that's enough of Gaddy. There's an ether. That's more interesting story. Wait, can I fish here? I didn't think about whether I could get a Laverre City encounter. I can. I get 2 encounters this episode. Okay. Well, not gonna be whatever that was. But we continue. Let's see. A Poliwhirl. It's yet another water type, but hey, that's what I expected when I fished. I hit it with a leaf tornado. Hope for an accuracy drop. That body slam did not do much, so that's good. That's a pretty cool animation for Carnivine using leaf tornado. Unfortunately, it one-shot the Poliwhirl, so I really didn't think that one through. Failed encounter. You know what? I guess you can't fish in Laverre City. Oh well, it was worth a try. But can't fish in all water. No Laverre City encounter. I feel like I once again don't really want to use the clothing store, but yeah, whatever. This guy's outfit is fine as it is. Nobody really talks. Plenty of acquaintances. Nobody really talks about anything interesting in clothing stores. They just talk about Would you believe it? Clothing. Probably could have skipped that building. Alright. Uh-oh, you look like a hex maniac. It's mysterious. So very mysterious. The ability called Pixelate somehow turns normal type moves into fairy type moves. Yeah, cool ability. What are you about? Are you going to stop me if I try to leave the city this way? Sorry to bother you, but I like little tiny things. Tiny Pokemon are the most interesting. I particularly like Pokemon that have a height of 12 inches or less. Okay, not going to make any of the obvious jokes about that. We're going to be mature here, right? Do I have any tiny Pokemon? Nope. I certainly don't. I only have giant, massive Pokemon packed away in my pockets. Okay. Alright. We'll go through that gate when we leave the city next episode. Man's grief brought the end. The land did tear. Wartime finished in a lightning flare. Mon's rage brought the end. A furious war. Lightning crackled forth to end the war. Kalos' long pain was then no more. There are a lot of these little lore drops just like in Pokemon centers around the region, huh? From like traveling bards. Or I guess the Pokemon equivalent. Neat, you got a Pokedex. Yep. Oh, look who it is. I haven't forgotten him while I was on hiatus. What did he say? You ever wondered just how many Pokeballs are used in a single day? Can't say I have, but now I might. I wonder how many Pokeballs are used in a single day in the real world, like across all people playing Pokemon. All games. Even, screw it, even throw in fan games. I wonder how many Pokeballs are used by real-world people in a single day in video games. My Pokemon is always with me, so I'm never alone. By the way, I don't have the slightest idea how I would estimate that. Might even fluctuate wildly. Battle combo moves have different effects depending on the combination of fire, grass, and water. They exert great power in double battles and triple battles. Okay, so she's talking about Fire Pledge, Grass Pledge, and Water Pledge. Of course, you combine Grass and Fire, you get the Burning Field. Grass and Water, the Swamp that slows stuff down. The Burning Field is chip damage. Fire and Water, the Rainbow that boosts secondary effects. Of course, my starter died, so I can't take advantage even if... Do you still travel with the Pokemon the Professor gave you? Yeah, I don't really have that option right now. But that's where you get those moves, I guess. Fairy-type Pokemon. Fighting, Dark, and Bug-type moves are not as effective against them, and Dragon-type moves are not effective at all. I guess that's a good NPC to have in the Fairy-type's debut game right before the very first Fairy-type gym. The building that's part of the biggest tree in town is Laverre City's Pokemon Gym. Actually, it's the building right next to us. Oh, you don't say. Any info on the gym leader? Valerie, the maiden from a land with history. Is she from somewhere other than Kalos? I actually don't remember, if that's the case. It is now sounding vaguely familiar. Maybe it'll come up. What's this? I see. Perhaps a trainer... Oh, I see. Perhaps a trainer as accomplished as you can get the most out of this. And she gives me a Gengarite. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could get Mega Gengar before the post-game. Of course, I won't be using a Gengar. Unfortunately, it's my favorite Pokemon, but no way to get one in this playthrough. These people have a lot of Pokemon just hanging out in their house. What a lovely little trainer you are. What kind of Pokemon do you have with you? Oh, you're Carnivine. I think you have a lot of time ahead of you to get to know one another better. That's fair. Just caught it. Greetings, greetings. As you can see, I am the head of the local chapter of the Pokemon fan club here in the Kalos region. I don't know why I said greetings, greetings like that. That's definitely not what the writers intended. Greetings, greetings. Anyway, it is my proud duty to grant effort ribbons to any Pokemon that are clearly making great effort. Carnivine is making an effort, but it's going to have to work harder. Yeah, I think it goes without saying. Well, let's see how these people react to cake. Greetings, greetings. Swirlix is not fully EV trained yet. It's put in a lot of work. It's amazingly friendly toward me. But still a ways to go, I guess. You know what that means. Cake can get even stronger than it already is now. You might not have thought it was possible, but... like I'm carrying Goku in my pocket here. And I get stronger and stronger. Every gym badge tells the story of a hard-won victory against a worthy opponent. I'll look at a badge and tell you which Pokemon worth you when you want it. Sure. Let's go with the first one, the Bug Badge. Pidgey, Fennekin, Bidoof, Pansear, and Azurill. That sure feels like a different time. Let's go through all of them. Bibarel, Pidgeotto, Pansear, Rhyhorn, Bryson, and Azurill. A whole team. I was ready for anything. Well, not so much as it turned out. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I had with me to get the Rumble Badge. Pidgeotto, Bryson, Bibarel. Let's see. Just Swirlix, wasn't it? Oh yeah. She didn't even have anything to say about that. She's like, oh, you only had a Swirlix. That's all. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Plant badge is a little better. Swirlix and Mantike. Voltage badge. Wow! Lantern and Swirlix and Clauncher and Mantike and Horsey. And the Fairy badge. I don't have it yet. Whoops. But yeah, that sure told a story. The story of this playthrough. They say that in the ancient days, man and Pokemon were the same. There's even that old story where Froakie turned into a human, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a Frog Prince reference. But my mind did go to Ash Greninja for a second there. Pokeballs from the Pokeball Factory sent to Pokemarts all over the Kalos region. That is cool that they have a Pokeball Factory here. It's a nice little bit of world building. Kind of an odd spot for it, but hey, I guess it's driving the economy of this city. Something has to. It sure seems like my Pokemon is getting stronger really fast. Could it be because we play together every day? Trying to steer me toward Pokemon on me there. You know what? I love really big things. No, I'm not gonna say it. My favorite Pokemon are big ones too. Taller than 9'10". Oh, I got a Pokemon taller than 9'10". No, never mind. I don't. This looks like a restaurant. Oh, no, it's one of those weird cafes. I don't really get the point of this, but sure, let's play their game. Go to the counter. People are going to show me some Pokemon from the scene section of my decks, right? While I drink some special juice. Glug, glug. Glug. Okay, and then I can go talk to people. Well, like 2 people. With my memory, I'm usually in trouble when a customer says the usual. Fair enough. This guy just showed me a Staryu. That's not that exciting. My girlfriend hasn't come back from a boutique. I've already had 10 glasses of their special juice. Aw, poor guy. I hope she comes back, buddy. Alright, and I'll be a sucker and I'll try the other areas as well. So, the table now. A table. Wee. Drink a bunch of special juice. Glug, glug, glug. Chock full of books and photo collections. Pokemon. The variety of... Wait, what did she say? Talking about 10 good points of each other's Pokemon. Also tell you 10 good points about my boyfriend, but she's trying to figure out good things to say about his Yanma? That's weird. You two need a better pastime. Can you tell me a good point of the Bagon I'm going to show you? Yeah, it's a cool dragon. It shouldn't be hard. What if I try to go this way? Are you leaving already? Yes. Through the doorway to the other part of the cafe. Wow. He wants to make sure, I guess, that I pay the proper cost to go sit on the terrace and see some not very interesting Pokemon. But hey, I got some more special juice. Oh, I meant to tip him there. That's my bad. But I already tipped him twice. Sometimes you gotta mess up the interaction, right? Okay. Terrace is a little underwhelming for how much it costs. What is Mime Jr.? I don't know. Pokemon is mirrored to reflect a person. I don't know what she's talking about. And that's all I get for the terrace. The terrace is such a scam in these cafes. Oh, what can you do? How much is left here? It's basically just the Pokeball Factory now. Don't think I can explore much around here. I like that music though. Got this hedge maze, which I think has items in it here and there. Or probably like 1 item on each side. There's one. And I'm sure there's an item down here. Dusk Ball. in the shadow of the Pokeball factory. It makes sense. Probably something over here. Max revive. Okay, sure. Can I go see the factory? No, because Team Flare says that adults are talking inside, and then says, "Scram, kid, shoo, shoo." Well, I wouldn't want to disobey a respectable authority figure like a Team Flare grunt. Nothing shady here. Guess I'll go challenge the gem. But one thing to do first. I've put it off as long as I can. Hi, Mr. Bonding. Hey, how's it going, friend? It's Mr. Bonding. Oh, he's gonna explain O powers, because I just mashed A and I didn't say no. I'm using counter power. That actually sounds kind of cool, but I'm not at all interested in this guy and his weird stuff. Sure hope I never see him again. Okay. I'll swap Shockproof to the front for the gym. I don't think Saver is ready, but I also don't want to rely on Cake for everything. Now, in this gym I usually just follow a path until I get to the leader and I don't worry about battling all the gym trainers. I probably should worry about battling all the gym trainers this time, just be a little more completionist about it. Well, howdy, Mr. Pouty. What? First shocker here is this here is a fairy type gym. Bet you never seen one of those before. The second shocker is how you get around. Hop on one of those warp panels. Well, I've definitely seen those before if I'm playing this stuff. If I've been playing Pokemon for a while. These are some weird looking statues. I will grant him this. No one's ever beaten Valerie yet. Let's see what we can do in this creepy dollhouse with lamp statues. I'm gonna save the game quickly before I proceed in the gym. Got this nice fashion room here. Fancy bathroom. We got one of these. Another weird lamp. A vanity mirror is attached to the dresser. This house has everything. What kind of room is this? Dining? Don't we just look like a bunch of dolls in a dollhouse? Well, the thing is, yes, but it really helps to have the player's perspective when we're warping around. I don't know what it would look like. Well, first-person view. Probably still like dolls in a dollhouse, though. Anyway, let's just throw some water at this Klefki. It's looking like a 3-hit KO, so I'm actually going to fish for a Charge Beam boost first before I proceed. Also, I get tormented, so all the more reason to fish for a Charge Beam boost. Didn't get it. That's okay, we can finish the Klefki off here. And what's next? Earlier. Okay. Throw another Charge Beam at that. Got the boost this time. Also, that did a lot of damage, so the next Surf will definitely knock this out. Magical Leaf did not do much back. Lantern, of course, the bulky guy. I think this one is a special defense boosting nature, if I remember correctly. Not that I'm worried about that in an in-game playthrough. Here's a Grand Bolt. I'll just go for a Thunderbolt into that. +1 Thunderbolt. Will it KO? I think probably not. No, it's close. And I'll just go Surf to avoid missing a Charge Beam. There goes that gym trainer. Already some interesting fairy types here, and of course Klefki is a cool new Pokemon with an unusual design that I might not have seen yet at this point in the game. And then 2 very familiar Pokemon that the player now knows for sure have been turned into fairy types. Granbull, I mean, it shouldn't surprise me because what a rather ornate bureau. How nice. Of course, its classification is the fairy Pokemon. But still, it just wasn't a Pokemon that I thought much about when the fairy type was announced, but Game Freak didn't forget it. Anyway, did you know that certain type of moves has no effect against our beloved fairy type Pokemon? Oh yeah, I used Regidrago at NAIC this year. I'm very familiar with the limitations of its stab attacks. Let's just delete this with my Swirlix. Once again prove that evolution isn't the end-all be-all in Pokemon. Just like Ash Ketchum taught me. I'm missing a lot of play roughs in this episode. What is that about? Oh well, didn't miss that one. Oh, it didn't KO though. That's okay, if we land the next one, that should do it. And we do. Goodbye to another Slurpath. Shockproof hits level 40. We'll go ahead and pick up Signal Beam. It doesn't really have... I don't really want to drop Thunderbolt or Charge Beam, so I guess I'll drop Thunder Wave. It's a good move, but I think this is okay. Now Shockproof has some coverage for grass types, most notably. Might also be useful in the Psychic Gem. I don't know why they removed Signal Beam from later games. It definitely has a niche. It's not like a silly, redundant move that nobody would use anymore. I kind of want to go looking for the other gym trainers. Explore more of the dollhouse. I would normally not do that. No, I don't have it in me. Let's just fight Valerie. Look up what the other gym trainers have if you're curious, I guess. Oh, if it isn't a young trainer, so you've flown all the way through my gym, fluttering down to me on a fortunate wind. Then I suppose you have earned yourself the right to a battle as a reward for your efforts. I am Valerie, who leads this fairy-type gym. I hope your visit will prove entertaining to you. The elusive fairy types may appear frail as a breeze and delicate as a bloom, but they are strong. Okay. First fairy-type boss in the series. Setting the tone there. And leads with a Mawile. Pokemon that you might not have guessed was turned into a fairy-type if you don't know, and that can make it a little trickier to exploit the fairy-type's weaknesses, right? Mawile, of course, immune to poison and not weak to steel. Strong lead-out choice for the first fairy-type gym leader. We'll get the Charge Beam boost immediately. I think that was a crit, too. I think I saw that on the screen for a second. And that Iron Defense is going to be too little too late, I think, so I just go for a Thunderbolt here and finish it off. Yep. Now we got a Mr. Mime. This creepy guy, of course, also turned into a fairy type. Good crash course, this gym. On who's a fairy now. And, of course, Mr. Mime, not so easily countered by poison types. So again, the first fairy type boss making things a little bit tricky. Don't really want to take another of those. On the other hand, I don't really want to give up +2 special attacks, so I'll just use a potion, I think. Fine with that. Also don't especially want to hard swap Cake into that attack. That's going for Psychic. That's pretty strong. Fish for more Charge Beam boosts. That might be kind of a losing play when she's doing so much damage, but I think it's alright. Got another boost. Can we finish it with a Thunderbolt here? Ooh, okay, living on an 8. But goodbye, Mr. Mime. And I think I'm going to have to risk swapping Cake in on the Sylveon. As here it is. What other Pokemon would the first Fairy-type boss use as their ace? But the new evolution that they used to tease the Fairy-type in the first place. Of course, you know if you were around for the hype then that they revealed Sylveon before they revealed the Fairy-type itself. And left it for fans to guess what its type would be. I think a lot of people kind of clued in that there would be a new type, and actually I think a lot of people figured out that there was going to be a Fairy-type. Smarter clue followers than me, I guess. I was like, oh, I don't think there's a new type until further notice. Maybe Sylveon's a flying type. It kinda could. It doesn't really fit, but that kind of fits best of the existing types. So I guess I'll guess that Sylveon is a flying type. But no, the people who figured out that there was going to be a new Fairy type were spot on. And hey, after missing all those play roughs earlier, Cake breaks through the infatuation, no problem, and takes the Sylveon down. And Valerie is defeated. I hope the sun is shining tomorrow, she says. That would be reason enough to smile. Yes, that was a fine battle. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the Fairy Badge. It is yours now. Kind of an interesting way of speaking, huh? Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Dot 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 dot. Ah, do forgive me. I was so captivated, I forgot for a moment that it is yours. She saw this badge and she was like mesmerized by its beauty. Valerie's a little odd, I guess. This captivating Fairy Badge will endear any Pokemon up to level 80 to you. Yes, even those Pokemon that you may receive from others will obey you. I also wish to award you this TM. Personal gift from me. Dazzling Gleam. See, now I'm going to want to teach that to my Lantern, so it probably is time to say goodbye to Charge Beam. Fortunately. Oh? My, what a curious feeling. I can't seem to recall any longer what move is contained in that TM. I hope that you might forgive me. My designs are said to be rather mystifying. Do you agree with that? Been a pretty high concentration of people speaking nonsense this episode, huh? But hey, I guess fairies operate in nonsense logic to some extent. I always wanted to be a Pokemon, you see. That desire is my inspiration and what I try to achieve by designing. And yet, the only time I feel I am truly one with Pokemon is when we are embroiled in a desperate battle. I wonder why that is. Could it be... Never mind, it is nothing, kind trainer. I feel like there are so many things that I'm just not understanding in this episode, and maybe they're nonsense. Also, wasn't there some kind of hint about Valerie being from another region? Let me look that up before I end here. Valerie. Bulbapedia. Maiden from a land with history. Bulbapedia says she's originally from Johto. But where did they get that? According to the television show Gym Freaks, her outfit weighs 33 pounds. Seeing a source for the Johto thing. According to a tourist in Kalos' hotels, Valerie is from the Johto region. Valerie herself confirms this as a fact in Pokemon Master Sex. Okay. In both the original Japanese game and anime, Valerie speaks with the Kyoto dialect of Japanese. Ecruteak City in the Johto region is inspired by the city of Kyoto, and some of its residents use the same dialect. In Pokemon Master Sex, Ethan mistakes Valerie for Kimono Girl, who comes from Ecruteak City and also uses evolutions. Okay, that's interesting, actually. That's a little bit of lore that I didn't know. It's got that background, while also the mysteries of the fairy type kind of embodied here in her dollhouse gym in a tree in a pleasant little isolated city in a spooky forest. A lot going on here, but anyway, this is a nice little episode. I swap Saver back to the front of my party, and I think I will teach Dazzling Beam to Shockproof before we end off. Didn't fully explore the dollhouse, didn't meet the rest of the gym trainers, but we're just going to live with that. I don't have it in me to do the warp panels forever. I could also teach Dazzling Gleam to Cake, but I believe Cake's physical attack is stronger than special attack, so we'll live with the Play Rough misses. But I will say goodbye to Charge Beam, or Water, Bug, Electric, Fairy coverage now on this Lantern. And we'll end the episode there. Next time, definitely going to see an interesting city, a few interesting routes, but there you go. That's the Fairy type. See you next time.